And every 2 minutes we will just call you so you can have 5 positions. Hey, Eric, how are you?
Great, I'm awesome.
Good.
Just came by to seek
Sure.
more support.
Yeah, sure. You can
Anything
just...
I can help you with?
No, thank you. Thank you.
Okay, good. I didn't know I'd be able to make it today, but
It's a pleasure having you here.
I couldn't. Yesterday went playing with a young lady today, and that takes press up. For today, anyway. Oh, who's Karen Chu?
Sorry?
Karen Chu. Is she in there?
No.
Pop it.
Vamos a retroceder en el tiempo. Nos vamos a ir al año 1970. Vamos a retroceder en el tiempo. Nos vamos a ir al año 1978, cuando un sonido electrónico se impone en el mundo.
Can we switch to a second location, please? Can we have another switch? And because we need to have 5 positions.
Was good this morning. So I got one question for you. So what if you have a website?
Okay, please try to move on to the next spot, please. Okay, can we go to the last spot? Try to pick up a spot in front of some sheets which you didn't see before. Last switch. Switching, please. Last spot call. You know the other thing about Red Ocean? I have a friend, he had a big ranch in Maple Lake. In Maple Lake, during salmon time, it will look red because there are so many migrating salmon fish are in the lake. So when you look at it, it will be red lake. It will not be that deep turquoise or blue color, which is the same phenomena. Because what's red ocean? Highly competitive. That's right. You go to a market which is highly competitive. When you have so many fish in the lake and you turn it red, it's a highly competitive lake. There are so many fishes and it's competing for the food. And there was some seasons around here when fishes will die because there is not enough oxygen inside the water to make all of them survive. The water toxic level is good, but the fact is all the fishes are competing. We will give him all the time he wants for this testimonial. We may offer him a retake for his one if he wants to do it. And once we will edit it, we will share it with all of you guys. And on the sharing thing for your testimonials, by the way, if you would like your testimonials, when it be on our websites as a video player, to be linked to your own business, connect back, email back our lovely Juanita. You never call her Juanita. You call her lovely Madam Juanita. She's LM Juanita. Lovely Madam Juanita, okay? So email back Juanita the links, the right spelling, the business you want to add. So I want to say, Wael Badawi, Win Your Brand. My website is www.winyourbrand.com. Or Wael Badawi, from Win Your Brand, I want to link it to Twitter/WBadawi. Or I want to link it to LinkedIn/Wael Badawi. Wherever you want to have a link, it's an offer for you. Whenever it will be indexed in Google, as you know, it will point back. It will help you as well. If you want to have a little bit about you to be put on our website, we are more than happy to do it. And we expect you on your website to do the same. Because we give, and we expect also to receive. That's right? So this is what we'll do. So we'll start now with the sharing. So who believes he had or she had the best action or the biggest action toward her own brand or his own brand after watching or reviewing this education? Who wants to start? Who believe he has a big action to make toward his own brand after reviewing these pages?
But basically, what are your thoughts? Has anything newly resonated with you after walking around the room and seeing some of the activities that we've gone through again?
That's a different question.
Is it? Okay.
No,
I
want to call.
right.
I want to call.
And action,
I'm
okay.
calling for action today. I'm
calling for action. then.
Today is the CTA.
Okay.
It's call to action. I'm not. You learned, and we are giving you more learning, and it will blow your mind.
I'm learning to interpret him.
No. I'm looking for action. Who has a big action to take after reviewing this? Who decided about an action?
I'd like to go to Google Word and get some of those keywords in, because I'm just having a website done now. It's my third one. I think I got it right now. But just having a pretty website sit there doesn't do much for you. So I think I'm really going to learn. I think I really learned from that Google ad word. Yeah, that's going to be my action.
Thank you, Eric. And for you, Eric, I have the Excel sheet, and I will send it to you, which has all the keywords which we demonstrate today.
Okay.
And if you need us to look for more keywords for you, just send back the keywords you ask, and we can generate the report for you.
All right.
Because we know that Eric wants to do it, but Eric doesn't have to spend the time figure out how to do it on Google Ads. So we give him the words, and he can figure it out, and then he can move forward. This is how we help. Can you write it down in your green sheet, please?
It's already there.
Yes, along the same lines, because only a few of us participated in an early morning session, but what my takeaway was, and I think just broadly speaking for the rest of you, is when picking keywords to drive traffic to your website, don't just think of the keywords that really reflect what services you want to deliver. Also think of the key words that do generate a lot of traffic. They may not represent what you do, because you could certainly blog about that topic. And I think that we used a few examples where you might discuss in a blog about something that is not about you, but it drives traffic to your site, which is really the objective. So that was a big learning for me.
Oh, thank you.
All right?
Thank you. Would you mind asking you, Elio, how many websites do you have, or how long, and how long did you have your website?
Just one.
Just one?
Just one, and it's only been about a year.
A year. Did you have
Yeah.
a consultant doing your own website?
Well, yeah, I've done a lot of it myself. It's a fairly basic website, but certainly there are opportunities, and I think that's one of my takeaways around how I do that to drive more traffic to it. I'm really in the early stages of learning, and so I don't know how everyone else is.
We will
with
ask
that.
everyone. I will ask everyone. I was like, how many of you have here a website? How many have his website developed by a third-party consultant, or a consultant did it for him?
Yeah.
How many of you listen for the first time ever to what Elio said? That you can use the words to bring traffic, even your competitor words. How many of you listen to this? First time ever.
You told us yesterday as well, Donald Trump example as well.
Yeah, no, there was more sophisticated examples today, and this surprised me because as a consultant, this information is around from 2012, 2011, which means that you have the wrong consultants, guys.
Well, I think part of the issue is for a lot of people, it's an area that they're not familiar with, and you tend to want to trust someone to do it for you. And the challenge is knowing enough. It's like the term unconscious incompetence.
Yes.
Like knowing enough to know that there's an issue.
You have to have your hand dirty. If you wanna hire a consultant to give you advice toward your big dream, you have to try to do it yourself first. Or to get somebody to show you how you do it yourself, so when you get to a consultant or somebody to do it for you, you know he is not bluffing. Would you mind please write it in your green sheet?
Sure.
As an action?
I already have.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you. Any other sharing from other? Yes, Nicole?
So sort of more fuzzy action or changing my mindset more is not feeling guilty about profiting from helping other people and working together, and also from meeting others in here, learning that there's a bigger community who have lots in common with the geophysics community that I'm, namely helping, networking, recommending other people, sharing.
Which is, I think, the biggest learning, because we are here humans. We have been born as humans. We have not been born as business people. We do business for a living, but we have to keep our characteristics as a human. And the human is about giving, about sharing. And believe me, the biggest, when I was young at a certain point in my life, I was trying to understand how to do business. And I had this book. I started to read this book. And this book talked about the most profitable businesses in North America around 1950 to 1970. I was amazed to know in 1950 to 1970, if you want, the most successful, profitable business was creating a new church and getting a new version of the religion. This was the biggest and the most profitable money you can ever make. And what the church will do for us? It will give us a spiritual and the cause a reason to live. That's right. So this was, in North America, the best business ever. And they made lots of money of it. So I still believe if you give out, don't worry about the money. I'm being surprised when you go to a networking event and people want to sell you a service right away. I had a friend, they don't know her, when I will say her characteristics. I call her, it will never get more purple than that. She's in a fashion, she is a hairdresser, she had a fashion beauty salon. And when she goes around, she gives out 25% of her service off to anybody she meets. And you'll be surprised how much business she will get. Even the waitress in the restaurant or in the Irish pub, I give you my card on the back of it. For me, I do the same. Anybody can take my business card, and if you take one of my business cards, what you will find on the back? My gift to you. $100 value, 90-minute seminar. You can go register, and if you cannot find dates, we will get the information to give you dates. So this business card, this is how we do it. It's a gift to you. On John, on his other business card, he give out an ebook. This is what we do. We share the value. So if you want to, guys, share the values with your network, you are more than happy to take my business card, say, I attend this business card, and here another $100 for you. You go listen. Whoever like it, like it. Whoever doesn't like it, we keep moving. We keep sorting this, right? Thank you very much for your call. Any last sharing before we go to coffee break?
I think the biggest sharing or the biggest action that I've got to take is deciding. Like I've been looking for employment for the last year or two, where I haven't found anything permanent, and I've always been looking like to go and work for a company. That's just what I'm used to, and it's what I've experienced. And being here this weekend. And in fact, when I first met Will, he told me when I came here this weekend, he said I sounded like a whining, complaining lady when he first met me. So, and then I've been talking to a few others here, Alan included, and he's been encouraging me to, set up my own business, my own website, and offer my services. And it's kind of what's going on in my mind. Do I go this way? Do I go that way? And, so it's one of the biggest actions I've got to take is just going over that and deciding what it is, is really best for me. And this weekend has helped.
And I can tell you, I met Bonnie a couple of times over 2 events. And I remember her from the first time. Second time, I found her at the same stage. And I was trying to help her as much as I can. But I have no time, because when you go on networking events, what you do, the law of 2 minutes. In 2 minutes, you have to meet 2 people. And you keep every 2 minutes, you have to meet 2 people. So when you go to a networking event, you don't chit-chat with your lovely Juanita on the outside, or your beautiful John sitting chatting. We are here to network. So what we do is John, we are a very good partner for networking, because he will storm the meeting room clockwise. I will go anti-clockwise, and when we find people having the same business card, we stop, because everybody will know about our business. So when you go to networking, you have a rule of 2. That rule of 2 is said, you don't go alone, you go with a second person, because sometimes you need somebody to introduce you. Okay? Sometimes I call somebody, I'm going to this event that will offer free coffee. Do you like to come? The guy says, yeah, I have time, I come. Then we go. And what will happen there? This your friend who you do him a service, he will talk about how great you are, how good your business. And then you introduce him and he will introduce you. And you use the rule of 2 again, where you have every 2 minutes you meet 2 new guys. So we apply this on ourselves, and that's how we can get the maximum value of our network. Okay? There's any more sharing? Okay. So what we will do now is you can go out having coffee. You have like 5.
I'll tell about the coffee.
Okay. Oh yeah, because it's changed. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay, John, so tell us about the coffee.
All right. After the break, there's going to be some recording. There's going to be some activities. Yes? You guys ready? Yeah. I'm ready. High fives. Come on. High five. After the break, we're going to go through. Elio, you have guests? Jamie? Jamie? Okay. But you don't have the most guests here today. We're going to let Christiana go first. How many do you have today, Christiana? You have 3 people, okay? And so Christiana's taken advantage, brought in 3 people to do testimonials. She'll go first, then with Elio and Jamie. All right? And then anybody else with retakes.
I will honor you came back today, so you have a chance to go to get your free video and free image.
Okay.
Okay. But what will happen is they go for coffee. They need to come back here.
Yeah. When you go for coffee, get your coffee, come back in here. We're going to set up. The restaurant is a little busier than it has been the last couple of days, and so we're going to play in the room a little bit more. Okay? All right.
Okay, so coffee time. Please come back within 5 minutes. And if you want to go to the washroom, go to the washroom, please. Thank you.
What time? After lunch or?
I'm thinking probably after lunch or like maybe around 2 to 3.
Okay. Just, I'll confirm with these guys about anything that you're going to miss, okay?
Oh, okay, yeah, it's no problem. Like,
Yeah.
I understand I'll miss something. It's just like I don't want to be rude and like look like I'm like pissed off and like walking out or something.
You've been back this long. You've participated very well. We know you're not pissed off. Yeah. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So you're going to do your retake and
Yes.
who's all
So
going to
these
be
are
on
my
video?
clients, and some of them are my friends. Actually, I
Yeah.
worked on them too. Cam,
Cam?
Zachary, and Irina.
Arena?
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm
And
John.
this is John.
John, one of the presenters today. Nice to meet you all.
So they're actually all in the geology field.
Geology.
Yeah.
And so, geology field people.
We bring the energy of the earth
Yes.
here.
Yeah.
Geophysics.
Yeah, you're the dark horse here.
Yeah.
3 against 1.
I'm working with geophysics every day. Yeah, we're team workers.
Yeah.
Or we should be.
Mm-hmm.
Not always. We do speak a different language. So.
I met Nicole through Earth Science for Society that was put on by CSCG.
Okay.
And so
for the recorder.
I was a volunteer for their 3-day event that they put on for middle school students.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's cool. Yeah.
And then the appreciation night for the CSCG volunteers is where I met Nicole. Fun stuff.
We like other stuff than geophysics and geology too.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Excuse me, I need to go to the washroom. Yeah.
So please have
Washroom and coffee and have some coffee. Is that one flashing? No, it's not. Yeah.
We all
And
we did the other handheld.
okay, the issue is the mic volume, and so I had to turn up when Eric was there.
Yeah, it's these guys and
Yeah, yeah. And so making sure the volume is good.
Speak naturally, but when you got the camera, it just kind of, you know, it's natural.
Certainly, I mean, your experience with me with the group coaching program.
Tuesday morning, already.
Yeah, Tuesday morning, we're ready to go. I got my material. Batteries are. It's not, but it was red over there.
Maybe because I turned it off. Boneta. Go help Boneta. Can you guys come in, please? Because we wanna. Sam, can you come in? Can you guys come in so we can continue? Yes, sir.
When you're doing the keywords, one thing I found is to be as specific as possible. Like one thing I found works well is getting your demographics in there. So like you say, you know,
What I know what you're talking about, but what we do is complete different things.
because if you
What we talk about is how to create